actually, hold on, I gotta get the recording started here. I almost forgot the recording. Alright, there we go. So up to this point, you've been doing fine. We haven't missed out on much. The only thing I just for the sake of posterity was making sure that your missiles were used in point blank range. Avoiding those times when you're poking at a distance. But overall, this has been good. Like, even this here, you'd be surprised at how many deflects you can force out with this. Right here, bam. You know he's gonna deflect, right?
Yeah.
So like, just force it out. Now he doesn't. He's disciplined, but like that, a lot of deflects you're gonna force out that way, and that's really good value. Now, this is not so good. I knew there was a catch here somewhere. So yeah. I know you're like baiting here, but you really don't have the HP even to bait this much.
Okay.
What should your next step be at this point in time? Like even
left
going
high
back.
Ground
Yeah,
high ground to try and drop on the healers.
Yeah, exactly. Like just get healed. Like just walk. Like you're on and Zen or hacking, you're not really paying attention. So you're right that this is where you want to be. So you either do nothing or you fly here and you set up, right? Because you set up, you could do for free. Right. You could set up for free, right? So this is like a disaster because how well you've played up to this point, and then this is like such a bad mistake. So really play more around like your HP and not rushing the setup process. Even if it's to bait, you just didn't have the HP to do it. Such a broken freeze.
It's so dumb.
It's not even good. It's like only in like very specific tiny circumstances, and it's like actually cancer in those circumstances. Like the worst case balance scenario. It's like everybody hates it. Mays hate it. Divas hate it. Tanks hate it because too many Mays sit there and try to frontline and freeze with it and just die because it doesn't do anything. But if you're the Diva or you're a Junker Queen, you're cooked. Or a ball, for example.
This was I fucking fed here.
I know why you're doing this, but you're feeding. You know they're gonna touch. They're on Sombra Lucio. They're gonna touch.
Yeah.
Play your game. You know what I'm saying? This is way too far. Way too far. No, oh my gosh. See, this is what's happening. You're playing really well, and then you're legitimately like trolling the lobby.
Yep.
Okay, so with Diva, I don't really have a whole lot. Let's just put it some notes. Like, okay, here's what looks good. Overall, taking angles, controlling positions, backline / DPS, etc. looks much better. HP management / avoiding range poke, still a teeny bit of work, and watch your missiles. But overall playstyle, solid. I give it an A. Give it an A. Not an A+, but you get an A. Yep. Nicely done. Looks good. Do you want to look at your Winston, Zarya? What do you want to start with?
I'm trying to think what yeah, my Winston actually.
Alright, let's take a look at some Winston. So Winston was similar to Diva. Look at your notes here. Deciding between kill pressure or kill jump or pressure jump. Right. No. And then knowing you will or will not get the kill helps you decide. Pre-fight between bubble poke, uptime when it matters, not when it doesn't. Right. Remember you were poking with your right click when you didn't have bubble and like your HP just like never healed.
Still might be doing that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean that's okay. You were doing it with Diva too, so I assume that's completely fixed because your Diva is fixed, so. Sure. But I want to be looking more for that kill jump versus the pressure jump. It's the same thing with Diva, right? Like it's like when you're Diva, it's like you don't immediately just fly on the Ana. You like fly at an angle, save your booster, shoot matrix, then you can fly out if things get hairy, right? It's the same thing. It's just a pressure jump. That May wall. Kind of a weird spot to be because you're like, I guess I'm shooting Ryan because the backline's just totally AFK, right? So like, this is not normally a target you go for, but sure. One thing I will say is if you see Reinhardt brute forcing this, what could you do? You
just drop down.
Right, because where are the squishies?
Bottom.
Right, so they're either bottom right or the bottom left, and here they are. You see them?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you had dropped, you would have seen either Genji taking high or Ashe or Mercy taking high, and you would have been able to avoid some of the spam.
Okay.
The Ana is not really your concern. She's pointless, and don't even worry going for her. But I think you would have had an easier time and been able to bubble later if you'd gone, oh, okay, this jackass is climbing. I'm gonna drop like here, you know, and then oh shoot, she just coached, jump up behind, right? And then all of a sudden you're at a much better spot doing what you're doing now. Or like you said, drop right, you drop here, and then you're zapping Genji. See this?
Yep.
Avoid the front. Do a good job going through the Rhine, but it's not great. Good. Nicely done. Nice right click as well. This is good too. Check it out. Right here, bubble, and then bam, zaps. Right, that's the combo. Nice. That was good. It's good. I'm loving the right clicks. They're looking good. Always using it at a range to where like you can cancel it and zap, you know, on the landing, right? Because you don't want to be right clicking then landing. You want to be right click, then shoot, land, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Always helps to kind of take another look around, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, your BAP's trying.
Oh, yeah, see, yeah. He doesn't have the best range, so...
He doesn't have the best range, right? So you're not doing him any favors. You know, it's like you're kind of like assuming Ana or, you know, whatever.
That's like the default.
But ain't it? And that's the thing. That's the killer here too. Because if you look at this here, like what you're doing is in theory fine, and then even this jump right here, in theory fine. Okay, I'm on. Is this a good jump? You should be safe here. No big problems. But man, you should be 550 HP.
Yeah.
You know, it's that simple. Let me look at this again. See if there's anything else that we could have cleaned up here. So the zap, you didn't have time for a right click, right? So the zaps was fine. You're too close. The Ana focus is fine. Maybe you could have swapped the Mercy a little bit sooner once Ana was out of range, like here. Maybe?
Yeah.
Just a little bit sooner, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. I think maybe if, maybe knowing Ashe was isolated, but I think she dies anyway. I think this is okay. I think this is alright. I think the big thing is just the HP, right? And this is still very, very... Oh, I was like, okay, I was going to say it's winnable, but then she gets rezzed. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Good. Clear out. Nice right click. Forces Valk. Yeah, this is rough. Because there's Valk, Nano Genji, and everybody else is MIA. Finding the Ashe here was obviously crucial. Like, that needed to be happened immediately. Because she was the only one that you could go for without leaving cart. Because I know that's what you were thinking about, right? Because you can't go for the Ana without worrying about C9. Yeah. I think this is just, you just needed a primal. That's all. Okay. Okay, play your life. Don't just peek a little bit, but don't do anything crazy. I wouldn't even be yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even be trading with the damage boost with Genji. It's just too much damage. Now, I don't like this. What should you do from here?
Stage top, maybe?
Yeah, you have the staging, right? You can see through walls.
Yeah.
You've got primal. Wrap around. Take a fight on cart now. Like, look at your... This is too obvious.
Yeah.
Save your jump, save your bubble, and then, like, it'll be so much easier to get on her, right? Stage from top. Pick the position that you had. And you're not taking unnecessary damage along the way from the Reinhardt, who's peeling back on you at the same time. Nice. Little thing here, micro. I don't know that I would be shooting a right click here.
Okay.
I would be zapping. Just because you don't have time. You know what I'm saying? And it's also hard to land at that range too. Like you have to be super, super quick. So with like any of these short jumps, don't even bother charging the right click. Just shoot. Again, like I know you're thinking like, okay, whatever. There's not really a lot of squishes. What should you be doing right now?
Going around the left.
Going around again, same thing. Like you know.
I honestly forget that's there sometimes.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a Winston classical. You gotta know it though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the problem is then your bubble isn't deep enough, so it doesn't create enough space, right? You needed to be on this honor, like you need to be pulling these guys not back to here. You need these guys back to here. This Ryan needs to be totally isolated. You know what I'm saying? Like completely by himself. So what you're doing in theory is fine, but it's not as good as it ought to be. Fine, shifting. This is fine. This is fine.
He should have died, man.
I'm hindsight coaching myself. Maybe it's not fine.
Nah,
I heard sleep dart. Maybe you should have gone for the Ana or the Ashe.
Yeah, I don't think I heard that. I thought if I could get in behind cover, we could just go.
Yeah, okay. But same thing here though. Same thing here. Wrap. Even though you don't have primal now, wrap. All this chaos, drop bubble, then jump out this way. So maybe just more of a map knowledge. Ah, see? That's what you get.
Yep, I deserve it.
Okay, I think so. Main thing for you, there wasn't a lot of situations where you're taking pre-fight pokes, so that was fine. Avoiding the Ryan, I think just more of a map thing, honestly. Like it felt like on Hollywood second, you were too married to the high ground, so you traded with the Reinhardt because you thought that like, oh, I need to win this high ground, right? You should have dropped right, you should have dropped left. This point, third point, you're too married to like jumping from main instead of taking the wraparound left. So I think like it may have been more of a map problem than anything. Any questions?
No, makes sense to me. Maybe do my Zarya for third.
Yeah. Let's do a little bit of the Winston. We got time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, let's finish up with the Winston. We got time to do both. So tempting not to, you know, or so tempting to. Just like, oh, just keep right clicking then. Keep gambling.
The hit marker's
too much damage.
Yep.
Too much damage. And even here, you need to be really careful about this jump. Until this sucker like really peaks here, I don't want you taking this jump. Because like theoretically, what's stopping these guys from just standing here and just doing nothing?
Yeah, no, I can't.
Right, you don't like actually have any kill threat here. There's no pressure really here. They're just like, oh, we have to heal beam a little bit, right? Now if that Winston had been smarter, he would have just waited, right? And then he would have jumped now, right? Once his Genji can actually follow up. Do you see what I'm saying? And you would have accomplished nothing. So I think there's nothing wrong with going first or second. It's not that. It's just that you need to actually get something out of this here, and there wasn't a lot out of this here. So really make them walk forward first, and stop picking poke. This is good. If the Winston is going to trade, controlling them is good. Jump out or hide quickly. Oh, all part of the plan.
I didn't know what to do here. I think I jumped top.
Yeah, you just need to be decisive. Yeah, and this fight's over. I mean, as soon as you lose somebody, it's over anyway. Yeah, so Winston, pre-fight poke is better, but keep working at it. Right clicks looked solid. Remember, for ranged dives only, not point blank, right? Because the delay is too long for you to be able to zap. And then just map stuff. Wrapping on third and not root. Forcing top on second. Okay, any questions with that?
Nope, I got it.
Okay. But yeah, it was better. From the little bit that we saw, was okay. Okay. And Zarya only here, yeah?
I think we were attacking
Yeah,
third.
only attack third. Okay, let's
my Zarya is terrible. Last time I played Zarya was Goats, season 10.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm not used to bubble.
It's definitely a little bit different. Swap's good. You know, short range map, close range. You got his Genji to play as well with excuse me. So I'm gonna explain the Zarya theory once I see you do it wrong. It'll be easier to explain it once we actually see it. So, first thing, you have the attacker's advantage where you can choose where to push. There is no reason for you to be standing on main.
Okay, go left or something?
Go left high.
Set up. Oh, okay.
Set up. Now you don't really want to be like pushing from here, obviously.
Yeah.
But you can
Too
help
far.
your team control this space first and then drop to main if you need to. There's no reason not to. If their Zarya decides to do the same, okay, net neutral. But if one of you decides to do their homework and the other one doesn't, then you're gonna win that fight. Because like, look, because this is sucky, like, right? You're being like super disciplined with your bubbles, trying to do some more damage than her. But like, where's the real fight happening here? You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So contribute to up top. Right. Contribute to up top. It's gonna take some more legwork, but it's worth it. It's 100% worth it. And then from there, you can always drop to playing more selfishly once you guys have actually cleared top. There's not really a whole lot to say besides that, because that's honestly the only thing that goes wrong here. A little slow in the bubble.
I didn't know I had bubble.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens. That's the kind of stuff I don't care about, you know? Like, what's to learn from that? Nothing, really. So, this is good. Every bubble that you use needs to be earned.
Yeah, what does A10 say? Bubble for life.
Bubble for life, right? You walk forward, or somebody else walks forward, or somebody walks forward on you, and you bubble as a result. That way, you're not only guaranteed to min-max your HP, to min-max your healing, you also min-max your charge, because you actually get the high charge when you actually need it. So you're going to lose a little bit of charge for poke, but when you actually need charge, you're going to have it. I don't mind you using one bubble pre-fight to build a little bit of charge, as long as you have both bubbles around the same time when you the fight's actually start. Because like, look at this, for example. Fight starting, crucial bubble, right? I don't think she had ice block yet. No, very important bubble. She dies without it, and guess what? You can tell it she would have died without it. You know why? Because 40 charge.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It confirms that was a necessary bubble. It's not always true, but it's kind of a cool little detail, right? Wall, shoot. We'll slow this one down. Shoot, and you're playing super aggressively right here. How dare you play this aggressively? Wait, did you use another bubble here?
Yep.
I didn't even see it. But you see, this was an earned.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna fan. That was.
You thought it, but you didn't. But you have time to react. There's nothing wrong with taking damage and then bubbling. In fact, it's easier for supports, because what does your Ana have to do right now? I mean, she could be shooting people, but what does she have to heal? 15 HP?
Nothing really.
Nothing, right? Give her something to do. Min-max your uptime here. So yeah, react, don't predict, most of the time with bubbles. So then, okay, I messed up. Back out. Alright, fine. Now we walk forward. Beam, 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 beam. Looking for opportunities to walk forward. Again, the bubble here is understandable, and I promise you, you would have needed to bubble here, 100%, right? Look at how aggressively you're playing, right? So what's the problem with this bubble?
I can't take any more space after this.
Right. So then, how would you have min-maxed this little micro engagement, right?
Play corner, maybe.
Play corner. What else? How else? Think about the timing of the bubble.
Waited to use it when,
yes.
So I can walk forward more.
Yes. Shoot, walk forward. You get a little bit lower, then you use it, right? You have to play around burst damage. You need to be careful with that, but that's something that you need to kind of work around, because what might happen is you walk forward, you beam, they go, oh crap, then now you bubble, but you're still walking. You see it?
Yeah.
You're still walking. Yeah, the A10 theory is 100% correct. Best way to play the hero. Not only for team play, but also for, you could grab here if you wanted to.
Yeah,
It's too late now, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Make them shoot you. See that 40 charge? Make them shoot you. Make them shoot you. So from a bubble theory here, you're taking damage. It's maybe you could have greeted a little bit more, but this isn't bad, right? This isn't bad, right? And how do we know? Look at your charge. Using your bubble to get from corner to corner. This one too early, right? Now it sounds weird to say too early because it feels like you're going to take a lot of damage, but if anything here, get a little bit healed first.
Yeah.
And then walk, because this is what's happening behind you, right?
Oh shit.
You didn't even know that, did you?
No.
Right? So in theory, this bubble should be too early or too soon. It's too soon. And you're gonna die for that.
Nope.
Oh. Oh, talk too soon. So yeah, doing those little backline checks because you want them to be earning your bubbles. Oh my gosh, that was almost disastrous.
Yeah.
That would have been really bad. Good. Really, I don't see any reason to bubble here, to be honest with you. Once she's used sleep dart.
Oh yeah, she did use sleep.
She's used sleep. There's no real reason to bubble. If anything, maybe do just a quick 180 check to make sure everyone's healthy, and then just keep beaming. Because you get like a whopping 8 charge off of that, you know? Better to have just 2 bubbles available if things like start to get hairy. Okay, so really all I have to say for you is do what A10 says. Earn the bubble. Move from cover to cover between bubble cycles. Greed a teeny bit of HP when you can to heal up under bubbles. Obviously, there's some points where that might be hard. Like if there's a sleep dart, right? Orisa javelin, maybe a widow headshot. Sometimes you have to be a little bit more careful. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna take some damage first. Oh, now I've taken 424 damage. You know, like it's kind of too late. But it's something that you can greed just a little bit more. Okay. Do you have any questions? Well, actually, wait. Is that all the Zarya that we had? That was all the Zarya that we had, right?
I think so, because we lose this.
Okay. I don't even know if I want to look at your Ramattra. We can look. We have got time if you want to. We can look a little bit at your Ramattra if you want to.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay.
Pretty mid.
We'll zoom through it. Did we even review your Ramattra? I think.
Yeah, I remember the free VOD review.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Extremely bad.
Oh yeah. No.
That was the first game in comp I ever played with Ramattra.
Why did you do that to me? I thought I'd forgotten. I'd forgotten that Busan. Okay, true story. Did I? I don't know if I said it in the review. But I started the recording, and my mic wasn't picking up.
You had to redo it.
And I had to redo it. So yeah, I really hated that VOD review.
Shit.
You're already trolling.
Okay,
why do you need your shield to walk forward here?
Yeah, I guess I
just hug the wall here. Walk to here. Like it's okay. Like again, it's a risk. You know, I understand. You could get javelin, headshot by Hanzo, Genji, whatever. It could happen. It could happen, right? But it probably won't. And if you can sit here, 3, 2, 1, shoot the Genji, walk forward, shield and E. You know, like that's the thing with Ramattra. It's like you have to sometimes kind of gamble just a teeny bit, just because it's such a long cooldown. You know, you can't afford to be like, oh well, it's just good value. I mean, yes, every cooldown you can do with Ramattra is technically value. Now this makes more sense because what are you doing with this?
Getting aggro.
Right. Now I would say probably shield placement should be a little closer to cover a broader spectrum out of either of these periphery, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But it's fine, you know. I would have been going for backline here. I know you have sleep dart to worry about, but you need to at least try to force it. Like what I would do is I'd pop Nemesis here, punch duck, and then maybe like punch duck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think I got worried about the Orisa pushing me like further in.
True. Oh, there you go.
I thought we had it.
Yeah. Okay. I guess with Ram, you know what? With Ram, nothing new. Same thing we talked about in the review. just keep working at it. Just keep working at it. Keep working at it.
I do put the shield too far out of.
To be fair, you haven't had exactly a lot of time to practice it either.
Yeah.
It's only been like a week and a half or so. So okay. Any questions, mate?
No, I'm all good.